218 BC, 20 years after Carthage's cataclysmic defeat in its first war with Rome, the promising general Hannibal has taken command of its mighty mercenary army in Iberia. His goal? Restore Carthaginian prestige and exact personal revenge by breaking Roman power in the Mediterranean. Beginning with the capture of Saguntum, Hannibal plans to ignite a second war with Rome, but one with a very different outcome. Despite showing great strategic cunning, Hannibal must use all his keen intelligence to capitalize on the situation. Many challenges stand between Carthage and victory, and its forces must overcome them all if Rome is to be defeated. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome everyone. This is Ragnarok here with a brand new campaign series. This is sort of a bad news, good news kind of scenario. The bad news being I'm canceling my Scipio Africanus campaign. The good news being that we're going to play through this campaign. So yeah, no cinematic campaigns for now. However, I am going to be testing out another new format here with this one. Basically, what I want to do is shorter episodes, half an hour in length, and shorter series. I'm hoping, my goal is 10 episodes, which means we're going to skip ahead between episodes. There's going to be time gaps between each episode. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to tie everything together for you guys and make this work. And we'll explore a tiny bit of history as we go through this as well. The book that I'm bringing with me is called Ancient Rome: From the Republic to Empire by Duncan Hill, I believe is the name of the author. And the chapter that we'll be reading is on the Punic Wars. So it's just a very short chapter, just a very brief outline of the Punic Wars, and give us a little bit of background of what happened before this and what happens after in the aftermath. So hopefully we'll be able to cover that during the end turns. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. To get started, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. It really does help the channel out, and I do really appreciate feedback. If you guys want me to take different approaches to putting these Let's Plays together, I would really appreciate that input. Yeah, having said that, I'm pretty excited for this. It's gonna be a bit of a tougher campaign. I know Carthage kind of spread out a little bit and have the potential to have a lot of enemies right off the from the beginning. So it'll be a little bit of a difficult campaign, but I think we'll be up to the challenge.
Hannibal, my son, stand before the gods and swear, from this day until your last, that you will always be an enemy of Rome.
Violated the treaty that binds you.
Your treaty is unacceptable!
I will remind you, the last time Carthage resisted Rome, your fathers were buried in the fields of Sicily. Those that didn't greet the dirt with open arms, we sent to serve Neptune in the waters of the Agates. The Mediterranean is undoubtedly ours, not yours. You gifted us whatever scraps of it you held when you and your mercenaries scurried back to your barbaric fishing village. And I am sent here to ask you to decide between peace and open conflict, As if you truly have a choice.
I choose war. War with Rome has come again. Finally. Our recent capture of Saguntum has cut the last bind of peace between our peoples. Rome will know only suffering from this day forth. In time, our armies will swarm across all Italy. Rome's allies will bow to Carthage or face annihilation alongside their Latin masters. Our home city in Africa may be secure, but as the majority of our forces are abroad, we must be wary of an enemy strike against it. In Iberia, further gains must be made. The land is rich in silver to aid our war against Rome. It is time for Carthage to ascend and dominate the Mediterranean. Baal Hamun be praised.
Alright, let's get started here. So, any of you who had watched the cinematic campaign with Scipio, if you're wondering why I decided to cancel it, the main reason is because of technical problems, technical issues here and there, mostly to do with audio, but a few other things that I was sort of able to sort out, but not until after I'd already recorded a handful of episodes. So I decided that I'm just going to scrap that and delete it from the channel and return to that format in the future and figure out how exactly I want to have it a little bit more ironed out and a little bit better structured before I go ahead and start posting videos like that on the channel, which to be fair is probably what I should have done to begin with. In any case, I'm excited for this Hannibal. So loosely what the strategy I'm going to employ is we want to lock down Africa first, and we'll probably try and get rid of these guys, but I don't think we'll be able to hold this province initially as much as I would like to come up here and take all of this. I mean, we'll see how things go, but I really want to rebuild Hannibal's army. I want to get down here. I want to take this marble and I want to eliminate Massilia from the map. So we do have some tools at our disposal. Diplomacy is always a little bit dicey in these games, but we have a little bit of help in the technologies and the tech trees. But to begin with, what I'm going to want to research is public order, all provinces right off the bat. That's going to help things out quite a bit. So moving on to here, start things off. Wondering if he'll have enough movement to... No, he's got to force march if he wants to get there this turn, or next turn, which is really what I want. A pretty stout garrison. Could pick up some hoplites right away. Alright, we'll take a couple turns. You know what, the thing is, got this army down here as well. Sizes our fleet. Fleet could get over here pretty quickly, but I don't think I have too much of a chance against this. Alright, initially I'm gonna want to get rid of the fleet. Thinking what we're gonna do is build smaller elite fleets here near Carthage. We'll get to that later. Take a look at the political parties that we drew. Thirst for power could be a bit of a problem. Agriculturalists, this actually might not be too bad. Anyway, put those out over time. Alright, where to start with our building?
How can I serve Carthage?
Our ally. Oh wait, no, sorry, we're at war with them. This is our ally here.
We fight for you, my lord.
Alright, I think initially we're gonna be going with Libyan infantry to begin with, because son of a bitch, we can't even recruit them here.
Be praised.
I guess we'll have to go with the hoplites. They're not as good. The main difference, I think, is that the Libyan infantry, their melee attack is a little bit better, but the big difference is that they've got javelins, I'm pretty sure, and I don't think the hoplites have javelins. So I could be mistaken. I'm not crazy about peltas. And we're getting rid of the skirmishers. We're gonna bring Paragon up here and transfer these troops over
At your command.
to Hannibal's army.
On the move, my lord. I live
Oh,
to serve
actually.
the mighty Carthage. My lord.
Hang on one
At your
second.
command.
Before we do that, we want to start our recruiting. And we'll recruit the
Come
ballista
join our
first.
ranks.
We're gonna have standardized armies.
My lord.
Virginian hoplites. Yeah, well, we'll have to go with the hoplites over here for now. We'll get rid of them
We fight for you, my
for the
lord.
time being. Alright, now pretty much all of the cash that we spent got.
In my lord's name, be welcome. I am.
Alright, good. Trade. Guys up
I
for
will be a
trade.
patient audience for your speech.
Yeah, essentially, I want to try and forge alliances with it, or keep these alliances if we can.
Greetings, friend. Let us.
Come
We
to
have
their
good
aid
reason to accept.
Come, come, let me hear.
whenever they are going to end up dragging us into wars. And the danger of having so many allies too is that they could potentially attack one another. Alright, I am going to want to reorganize the building structures, the way we've got things organized,
We fight for
but
you, my lord.
we're going to have to wait for that.
I live to serve.
Thinking that maybe we should just wait until we can reorganize our armies.
I live to serve the mighty Carthage.
It would be nice to get on the move against them right away. We could get in here and we could hire some mercenaries. Extremely expensive though. Not a ton available. What are we up against here? 4. And then we can start building a force here and send them down this way. Do have access to more elite stuff over here in Carthage though. I'm actually going to get rid of this. Leave the dry dock here for now. I'm gonna get rid of this as well. We need to build food buildings. It's gonna hurt our public order a little bit initially. Leave this for now. These will be changing into libraries eventually. I guess we'll just, yeah, definitely a lot of management type stuff that we've got to get sorted out here right away, or initially anyway.
I cannot pass, my lord.
Not off to a good start for this being a short episode either. Alright, we don't need this, definitely. Edict here, I'm gonna go with bread and games for now. Probably switch that to taxes eventually. But for now, bread and games will be good. Send our our spy scout a little bit over here. This will probably be our first battle over here.
How can I serve Carthage?
Once we get Hannibal full strength. Yeah, the issue is I don't think we can afford to move on these guys yet. Might be too expensive. Means I think we might just wait till we can build a proper army and come in here. Just hold the line here for now. Uplights. Pikes. Crazy about pikes. Alright. This is what we're gonna do. Gonna come around this way. Sugar. Not what I wanted to do. Damn it to hell. How is it that we're freaking
My master extends the most magnificent
allies with these guys and we don't
You
don't start off with military access?
I greet you
Ridiculous.
as befits.
Anyway, we're gonna bring these troops over to him and transfer them over. Get rid of this. I'm not crazy about skirmishers unless they're archers. And then here in Carthage, we'll build a proper army. We just need these troops to defend here for now. We'll transfer them over, and then we can start recruiting some of more of those. So it's a little bit of quality. Mix in with what'll be just dirt cheap troops for the time being, and then here in Carthago we'll build a proper stack, which will be composed of Libyan infantry, noble cavalry. I don't know if we're gonna use maybe we'll use a couple African elephants, and then artillery. Build the artillery building there. Yeah, right. I think that's it for this turn. The Punic Wars. Less than a decade after its defeat of the Greek city-states of southern Italy, Rome found itself at war with Carthage, the great mercantile empire that once dominated the western Mediterranean. Rome's ultimate victory heralded its emergence as one of the greatest powers the world has ever seen. We will enter side of our ally.
I make the offer of peace only from a position of strength. To offer peace otherwise is simple cowardice.
Going to take this. That might turn out to be a mistake, but I just try not to be in very many wars to begin with, if we can. Dude, you know what I did forget to do? I think I forgot to move one of the agents. We do have another agent over here, if I'm not mistaken. So, full disclosure, I had actually started this campaign, recorded about... Yeah, we've got this guy. I'm gonna put him in his army and shoot. wanted to disband him as well. Let's save some money. Making a lot of small mistakes here. But essentially, so I started recording it, and for whatever reason, the settings in OBS were off, and I didn't end up actually the screen. It was capturing like maybe this area of the screen and didn't capture the corner, so I recorded like a number of episodes and essentially had to scrap them all because I'm an idiot. Anyway, what can you do? Alright, let's just be careful how we spend our money this turn. We're saving quite a bit from everything that we've sort of disbanded. Food building. So we've got a decent amount of food. Let's get that built up.
We fight for you, my lord. It is a great
And get him to full strength.
thing to fight for
And
our cause.
we're just gonna bring those troops over, and then this may be a mistake. Maybe should have went for them right away. Actually, if our ally goes and attacks them first, that could be bad. Bad news for us. Anyway. Alright, who do we want in charge of this army? I get rid of him, but then we've got Populous. Not gonna be any better. Give these guys promotions now while we can. Not high enough level yet. Alright. Landowners party. I think we're gonna actually alright, so to begin with, well, I guess begin with is nothing. We'll wait. It's just good to have him there, have him ready. Start recruiting. Alright, Hannibal, People's Army, be able to get on the move to Thesis over there. Straight away. Just the main reason I want to go into this territory is, into this province, is to get rid of our only enemy at the moment. Well, actually technically they're not our only enemy. We're the Lusitani. Well. And also Rome, obviously. Yeah, so Lusitani, Rome, Sicilia, and the Sistani.
My friend, you honor this place with your arrival.
Want that military
Our
access?
haggling must, I think, continue a little longer. Your proposal lacks what I seek.
Alright. A
Truly,
little bit
my
expensive,
good and noble
but
friend,
that should help
your
improve
kind
our
words and
relations.
learned debate
Trespasses
have
minus
smoothed the path to
28.
agreement.
Good God. A lot. I don't think it'll hurt us too much.
I greet you in my master's.
But still, that's kind of annoying. Why the fuck? Oh, okay, never.
I greet you
Yes,
as
I wanna
befits your
trade.
reputation.
Alright, fine.
Amen has many faces.
Percent chance. Probably better just to have him deployed. Oh, for fuck's
It's
sake.
just a wound.
Yep, definitely better to keep him deployed. Alright, we're gonna full on march over here. I was gonna maybe encamp halfway, but I don't want to risk not having enough movement to get over there. Alright, out here is a very important settlement. A winemaker. Let's get the public order going there. And then let's have you guys oh, sorry, not you guys. You guys continue down this way.
Ready for orders.
Transfer those units over. Just hopefully we don't get a penalty for sitting here in this province. This is something we'll want to build as well. Another important settlement. You can just hang out in Carthage for now. I'm not going to leave you sitting in the settlement. Just so... the longer you leave them sitting in settlements, you can get negative traits. They get lazy and whatnot. Anyway, I want to get rid of these guys, and then we're probably going to trek all the way around this way. Get to the Listani, to be honest. Either that, or we might even recall Hannibal back to Africa to help out, but these armies should be okay to lock this down. Alright. Dispute over Messina. The Romans and the Carthaginians had signed a treaty in 279 BC in light of their shared threat from Paris forces. However, this treaty came under threat when a dispute broke out in the Sicilian city of Messina, a strategic settlement because of its position patrolling the straits between Sicily and mainland Italy. Temple tax. Alright, so how are we doing for time? 27 minutes. So let's get our first battle of the campaign in, and then end the episode. And then what I'm going to do after that, we'll hit them. We'll draw the garrison out. Oh, it actually pushed them away.
Forgive me, but we cannot.
Alright, no problem.
Besieging settlement.
Alright, well, I do want to get some action in for you guys. The auto resolve is extremely favorable here. So the whole idea of doing sort of an abbreviated campaign is I want to get as much content to you guys as possible. So without actually increasing the amount of watch time that you have to, the time that you have to sit and watch the campaigns. So I'm hoping this way I can cut a lot of the fat. I can cut away like a lot of the boring stuff, and I'm hoping that mostly we'll be fighting battles, things like that. My goodness, we've got some crazy high ground here. Not very level though, that's the only problem. My guess is they're gonna come out after us. Hannibal, you stay back there. Your elephants here. Cavalry, I think we're gonna deploy behind the hill here. That way they'll be hidden. Guys in the center. And then we're just gonna climb to this hilltop. Stretch it out a little bit more once we start the battle. Let's see here.
Band together!
Stretch it out a little bit. Now we're gonna have to wait for these guys as well. So maybe 30 minutes is probably a little bit too ambitious. Maybe we'll go with like roughly 40 minutes an episode and see how that plays out. See how that works.
Cavalry!
Leave the artillery on fire will for now. Be fine picking the targets. Not gonna be a difficult battle by any stretch.
Elephants ready for battle!
The elephants ready.
Cavalry! As you wish!
Guys moving.
Ballista!
Let's change our angle a little bit.
Elephants! Hoplites!
Spears, skirmishers, swords over there.
Melee cavalry ready!
Take a look at the Carthaginian army. It looks like they're trying to flank us here. Change our angle.
Melee cavalry at your command!
Let's get ready.
My
I'm
lord!
gonna try not to use Hannibal too often, though I guess he is immortal, technically. So let's just hang back until they engage. Alright, go kill us some barbarians. You guys go deal with them. And these 2 units should... Wow, they obliterated them. What if you peel back and deal with them? You guys run them down.
We await your orders!
Get in here and help out.
My lord!
One thing I keep forgetting about is the, not a big fan of formation attack. I always forget to take them off it.
Melee cavalry!
Causes quite a bit of clumping up with the units.
Elephants at the ready! My lord! Our orders! Shatter them! Spearmen ready
I think we're
for
out of
orders!
ammunition. Maybe not.
Hoplites ready!
Gonna get in there. You charging behind. Good. Break them. Just got these swords that were landed over here that we need to deal with. What are you guys shooting at? Oh, alright, well. The last shots. Use on their naval forces.
Our spears are yours!
Alright, let's get organized here. Oh shit. I guess they got the army lost? I don't know. That was weird. I thought we had 4 more units to deal with. Maybe they just ran, I guess. Alright, Beast of Carthage, that's what we're gonna call this series, I think. Alright, so we'll play for 5 more minutes. We'll just get through this next end turn. Took a tiny bit of damage there. There is an army up here that we have to get rid of. I'm just going to occupy. Now we do need to get rid of that, so let's demolish all of these. Convert that. Not leave us a lot of money left to build or recruit with.
I live to serve. Lady ready for battle. Bless our journey.
Alright, so we're gonna disband you. Try and get this to full strength if we can.
Ready for order. Are you ready to serve?
Technology. Alright, so we've got this. Tax rate is not going to be huge at the moment. Cultural conversion actually could be quite important. But in the meantime, growth would be good. Meantime, I think we're going to work on the diplomacy. Start with this one. And work our way down through that tree. Alright, so you, sir.
I live to serve the mighty Carthage.
These are what we want. So we'll just wait before we get that army recruited.
At your command.
Yeah, it's gonna be... Oh man, it's gonna be tough initially. I don't think we're gonna have enough money for all of the troops that I want. And the trouble with doing all this recruiting initially is that you're not spending money on building, which is extremely vital. So we are saving a little bit from disbanding the fleet, but at the same time we do alright, public order is in good shape in most of these provinces for now. Try and keep it that way. Can.
We shall have war, and poets will sing of it
Oh,
10,000
really?
years
Syracuse.
hence, when all else is forgotten.
And we have a lot of allies. The reason why I want to bring my allies to war is because if we're fighting against the same enemies, then our relations will increase. And then on top of that, anyone who doesn't want to, like, I mean, there's a possibility that we can lose our allies, but I think it's just more important to be fighting against the same people as your allies because your relations increase over time. The Mamertines of central Italy held control of the city because they had moved into the region to help the Greek city-state Syracuse defend against the Roman and Carthaginian threats. When Paris departed, the Mamertines did not give up control of the city, leading Syracuse to make a bid to regain the city in 264. The Carthaginians immediately moved in to take Messina in alliance with Syracuse. This crisis presented hawks in Rome with the opportunity they had been waiting for to move into Sicily. The Senate resolved to send its forces to liberate Messina from the Carthaginians. Rome was quickly successful against a smaller Carthaginian garrison. It benevolently allowed the Carthaginian and Syracuse troops to withdraw, but such mercifulness did not prevent either from declaring war. Alright, cool. So we're going to end things here. Essentially, what I want to do is I want to prepare a proper army here with Hasdrubal to come and take this settlement, and then he'll be swinging back down this way to go to war with Garamantia. The army over here, we'll be sending them down here to take Siga. We could actually even recruit some artillery to bring them over, and then potentially we'll be moving into this area. But this is how things look as of right now. So long as these guys stay allied with us, we won't need to move into any of those territories. But Hannibal, I think, while I'm working on this on my own, I think I'm going to be bringing him around this way. A long way to go to fight with the Lusitanis. Potentially. I'm not sure. We'll figure things out, but I want to sort of restructure the building and things like that in the meantime, and get our economy going. So I'm going to try and cut out some of the useless stuff from the Let's Play, and when we get back for episode 2, we should be in a little bit more interesting situation. We should get a few battles in. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I know I mentioned it earlier, but it really, really does help the channel out. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.